What is up, everybody? It's Ganchi back here again with another video. I still mess it up, even right now. I've been out for a long time, but I've decided to come back, and I'm gonna give you guys the honest truth here. The reason why I've been out, and it wasn't even just because of schoolwork and everything like that, and other things in work, jobs and everything like that, laying itself on me, but there's another reason involved. I mean, before that was the reason, but right now I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Right now, the reason why I've been out during the I'd say I'd say the majority of the summer. I'd say the majority is because my inspiration to do videos, it's just it's just been down. It's like I want to do reactions and I want to do everything, and I specifically want to do um reactions to anime specifically and everything, but I don't know, man. Like my motivation to do these videos, it's just been down. It's just been out of the window. Um, yeah, I've just been lacking in that fire that I think that I had when I first came in to this. And to be honest, the fire even back then wasn't really that great. Which is why I wasn't always putting out videos constantly. But it was also because I was busy too. But it's also because the fire wasn't as strong as well. But I was still a lot more focused than I think I am even right now. Um, and again, it's just me doing the videos for the past while that I've been out. It just felt like I would put the camera on, and then I just wouldn't feel like reacting. I just felt like I wanted to enjoy the episode to myself. And my reaction sucked. It was to Attack on Titan season 3. Yeah, the reactions just, they weren't that great. They really weren't. I wouldn't even bother to upload them, even if you guys asked me to, because they were just atrocious. It wasn't because I was, hating on it. I love the episodes, but, my reaction it just wasn't good. It just wasn't. And that's not to say that my reactions are always good, but still, they were lacking even more than my reactions even usually lack. So I would just forget it. It's not even worth it. But I am loving Attack on Titan. I have not watched the latest episode. I may react to that. I don't know. I'm deciding on that. But Screw Attack, I definitely want to react to this. And the reason being is because believe me, I'm not someone who really always wants to react to Screw Attack videos, or even from the beginning when I first began admiring reactors, who react to anime, things like that. Screw Attack videos. There was only one Screw Attack video that I wanted to react to give my opinions on, and that was Scar versus Toph. Because I heavily, and even to this day, I heavily disagree with it. Heavily disagree with it for many logical reasons. But anyway, that's for a different video. This video, we're just gonna go over why I want to do this one. It's because it's not even the fact of this one, but it's a matter of the one what came before it. The Samurai Jack versus Afro, and both of those two characters were amazing. But they are amazing characters. They're just so awesome. Samurai Jack, even without being too much of an amazing character, and he is a good character. I won't call him an amazing character. Samurai Jack is not an amazing character, but he is a good character, and what makes him an amazing character, in my personal eyes, is the fact that he was such a big part of my childhood. So, I love Samurai Jack to death, but that's just, I'm kind of biased with that is concerned. Afro Samurai, I did not know ever since, I was a little peanut, you know what I'm saying? I did learn about him, a while ago, like a long time ago. I don't know whether that was 5 or 6 years ago, whatever that is. I don't know. I think it was around when I was in 6th grade. I'm going into my second year. I'm not saying second year. I'm such an idiot. I said second year. Oh my gosh, 3rd year of college. So I've seen Samurai Jack a while ago, but I don't really know exactly how long. But anyway, the point is that's besides the point. The point is this: Afro. I kind of got to know on such a great level. His character was just so deep. Besides just being deep, it wasn't even that he was a deep character. It's just that he was even more so than depth, because you would Afrojack. I said Afrojack. Afro Samurai is not really the most deep character, but he certainly is the most He's one of the most action-filled and one of the most badass characters. If anything, he's got so much appeal to his design, his abilities, what he's accomplished, his feats, everything, his attitude, everything about him, even the story itself, his history, you name it. And I think that's what the creators are going for. They weren't going for depth really in the series. They were just going for, how can we make this really awesome character that's very unique, you know, ethnicity-wise and everything like that. And on top of that, Samuel L. Jackson voicing Afro. That's another, you know, pretty interesting move. So, not just interesting, I mean awesome move. Not interesting, awesome move. So when I saw the battle between those two, I got immediately interested. I was hooked. I really wanted. When I saw this video, my recommendations, and I have not watched Screw Attack in a long time. I mean a long time. I mean, not counting the Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai battle. I haven't seen it in a long time. So that's why when I saw this video pop up in my recommendations, I was like, wait a second, am I seeing this right? Is this Screw Attack? I looked at the bottom and I saw it was Screw Attack, and I was like, I gotta react to this. But the thing is, I got busy, and when I got busy, I was so excited, I couldn't wait around anymore. And I just said, you know, forget it, I'm just gonna go watch this, because I can't hold it in. The little kid in me is like, who's gonna win this, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong again, Screw Attack, they give analysis. They give human analysis, but they're not the creators of the series. They don't know every little thing. You know what I mean? Humans are flawed. So that's to go. It's not to go without saying that, you know, each one of the battles you should take with a pinch of salt. But regardless of what, I did agree with the battle results. Jack won it fair and square, in my personal opinion. Jack, I mean, he's just been so. He's a character who's been developed over so much time. You know, Jack, I think he's also developed too, but it hasn't been nearly over the time that Jack has been developed, both mentally and physically, and experience-wise, especially experience-wise, because experience-wise, Jack has even, you know, developed off-screen as well, you know what I mean? So, Jack, bar none, in my personal opinion, took the fight. In fact, I think, regarding the battle of Samurai Jack versus Afro, I think they kind of, you know, they gave Afro a little bit too much of an edge over Jack, if you ask me. And again, I like Afro a lot. I'm not saying, I love Afro a lot. I'm not, you know, 100% biased. I am biased towards Jack, but it's not 100% as much as, you know, as much as some Afro fans might think. Regardless of what, I think the reason why Afro even cut off Jack's arm was because I think it was kind of Screw Attack's way of putting in a hidden pun. I don't want to say pun. I don't know. It's not, you know, coming to my mind right now. I'm processing things slow as a turtle right now. But I feel like it was kind of a hidden pun in a certain sense, if you catch my drift. I mean, I know it's not a pun, but I'm just saying, because I can't find the word for it in my head, or symbolism for Jack becoming the number one. You know what I mean? Like, what did Jack do? He cut off both arms of Afro Samurai. That officially declared Afro as the number 2 samurai, in my personal opinion. At least this is how I saw it. And when Jack got one of his arms cut off, it was symbolism that Jack has now become the number 1 warrior. It's kind of, if I am correct about that, it's kind of basic symbolism. It's not really that hard to catch, you know, considering that I really caught it. It's not that hard to catch, but, I mean, I think what makes it kind of hidden, or not as, you know, to be expected. I mean, this would probably be really easy for anybody to find out, you know, if this was in a normal show or something, right? But this is Screw Attack. This is a death battle where, you know, blood and guts and, you know, and brutality is like the main focus, and you're not thinking that there's any depth in this at all. Then all of a sudden it strikes you with hidden. Now, I don't want to say depth. It's not deep, but it strikes you with hidden symbolism in a certain sense, or pun, whatever. I know it's not pun, but forget it. Anyway, the point is, That's my, that's my opinion. That's my take on it, on why Jack even lost one arm. Because I think in a real fight, Jack would he wouldn't annihilate Afro, but Afro would put up a fight, but he wouldn't put up as much of a fight, nearly as much of a fight as he did, even though he would put up a fight, in my personal opinion. But again, we can't ever really tell because these two characters are in two different series, and the creators probably don't even know each other. Or maybe they do, but don't talk to each other or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, I agreed with the battle results, and that's what got me interested in doing this death battle that you're going to see me do. Which is Lucy versus Carnage. And now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of the whole, of the whole video. The video that I'm supposed to be doing, not Samurai Jack versus Afro. But anyway, I just gave you guys a little backstory on, what got me into doing this here. As for Lucy versus Carnage, when I saw that, on the to be continued portion of the episode, right, of a death battle, in my head, I was thinking to myself, Carnage versus Lucy? What? Are you kidding me? Lucy versus Carnage? This is preposterous. And I don't even always like to use big words like that, to make me sound complex, but I'm just saying, this is literally preposterous. This is ridiculous. Why would you put Lucy up against Carnage? Listen, I don't know too much about Lucy, or even Carnage for that matter, but all I can say is I have seen certain parts of Carnage in previous cartoons and things like that. And on top of that, just the fact that Carnage is a Marvel character, just the fact that he can even rival Spider-Man, and Spider-Man has done some crazy stuff. Normal Spider-Man has done some crazy stuff. So Lucy, and I again, Elfin Light or Elfin Lead, I don't know how to pronounce it. I've seen a little bit of it, but I've kind of, I've spoiled myself on Wiki and everything like that. Of course, Wiki doesn't have all the answers. I mean, like, it's made by the base itself. But I'm just saying, I have kind of got spoiled on Elfin Lead or Elfin Lied, so I do kind of know a bunch of things about Lucy and her abilities and everything like that. And at first, when I first saw Elfin Lead or Elfin Lied, whatever it's called, I saw that. In my head, I was thinking that Lucy had unlimited range, that she could just, pop off the head off of someone, you know what I mean, just like that. And that requires a lot of strength. For you to grab someone's neck and pop their head off that easily, woof, that requires beastly strength. Beastly. So it's not to go without doubt saying that, Lucy is a beast. Lucy is strong. She can fend for herself very well, more than proficiently. But I'm just saying, can she go up against Carnage? And that's where things start to become like, this just does not seem fair. This seems very, very, very unfair and kind of one-sided. Not kind of, very, very one-sided. Like, I'm sorry, but my prediction already before the battle even begins, and I know Screw Attack always does this. Whenever you get to the predictions portion of the episode, they always they give you these results and kind of make the characters seem very, very equal, to sort of keep you on edge, and that they do it for both honest reasons, and I feel like they also do it because it's a good business move. Listen, if you need some way to keep the viewers interested, you know what I mean? You need some way to make the viewers get on the edge of their seats and be like, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need some way to do that. So it is a good business move in terms of keeping the viewers intrigued in the episode, even when the viewers think that they know the answer. You can make the viewers think that they don't know the answer. So a lot of times in the test results, they make these characters seem very, and but believe me, but by me saying this, I'm not exposing Screw Attack or anything like that. Don't think of that. I'm not trying to, say Screw Attack sucks or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how I see, what they do. It's business, you know what I'm saying? You need some way to make your video interesting, and that's the way that they do it. But yeah, as I was saying before, they take these characters and they make their they take these results and they put them kind of close to each other to make, or at least they don't put the results close to each other. The results could be far off from each other, but when they do the analysis of each character's, abilities, they kind of hype these characters up to be kind of, within the same realm of each other in terms of strength and everything. But even in this battle, even if they do it, I still have to go with Carnage. I don't see how Lucy's gonna win. This seems obvious, and I can't stress that enough. This is almost as obvious, but it had a plot twist, as Toph versus Gara. I thought Gara was gonna stomp Toph. Okay. Now again, I disagree with the Gara versus Toph, but this I think that I honestly think that this time, when it comes to a character being stomped, I think I'm going to be correct. That Lucy's going to get stomped. Because I don't see how she can even in the slightest compare to a Marvel character. A Marvel character. No way. I don't see it. Anyway, we're going to get this show started. And we are going to begin this in 3, 2, 1, bam!
Hey everybody, we have a brand new Death Battle t-shirt on the ScrewAttack/Rooster Teeth store. Head to store.roosterteeth.com and you guys can pick one up. It's a great way to support the show.
Alright. So I'm going to raise the volume right here. I won't even be able to hear myself.
Taught me anything, it's that there's no real limit to crazy.
Like Carnage, Marvel's dangerously insane psychopath.
Or Lucy, the messed up murder lady from Elfenlied.
Elfenlied. It's German.
Yeah, whatever.
Leader lied. Yeah, exactly. I was so confused about the two.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
For the music in the background. Ooh. Ooh, that guitar.
Cletus Cassidy didn't have the chance to be a well-adjusted adult because his entire family was already crazy. While Cletus was just a boy, his father got sent to jail
I don't know if
for
Carnage.
killing his mother.
Hold on.
Which he did because she had tried
He
to
did
kill
11
her.
murders. Ooh.
Which she did because Cletus had tortured and killed her dog Fifi.
He really is crazy. He owns a teddy bear named Binky.
Murderers deserve death, even if they're 8. Right, Jack Spaniels? Good boy.
What's my favorite?
Oh,
Host of the
and
Carnage
Cletus
symbiote.
murdered his grandma too, 'cause
Oh.
she's kind of a bitch.
He didn't stop there and wound up burning down
Oh,
his
man.
own orphanage. Years later, he
Woo.
was finally arrested and convicted for 11 murders.
You
Oh,
mean
man.
11 murders they knew about.
But while in prison, Cletus found that he wasn't alone. In fact, his cellmate just...
Yeah, that they knew about it. They just caught that.
Who you may know is that creepy guy covered in black ink called Venom.
That ink is actually a symbiotic alien known as a Clintar. This symbiote bonded with Eddie, transforming him into a powerful and violent rival for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
But
Yeah.
what he didn't know was it was pregnant. Oh, time to go out for cigarettes, Eddie.
Well, symbiotes actually reproduce asexually. When Eddie became Venom once again, the symbiote sort of oozed out its spawn and left it there.
Just like me.
Interesting.
And my dad. Well, this symbiote
Oh, that is
attached
the.
itself to Cletus.
Ah.
Unlike the Venom one,
That-
it merged
that was
through
bad.
blood on his skin, creating this suit made out of blood.
That's actually quite
That doesn't seem sanitary.
And
Quite
together
scientific.
became
I like that.
A fitting name for a psycho mass murderer. Cletus and his new symbiote quickly got up to what they knew best.
I love his design, man.
Carnage. Remember that game? It was great.
And with his new superpowers, he was a vicious force to be reckoned with. He has the same superhuman strength, speed, and durability as Venom, and supposedly even greater. Like a
Wow, even greater? Nah,
To make
lead.
all sorts of killer
I said
weapons,
lead.
like axes,
Lucy can't beat him.
He can even
Whew.
rip those weapons off himself or launch them at his victims. Have you ever tried ripping your fingers off and throwing them?
How is Lucy?
That's just kind of what Carnage does.
The symbiote can also reach out with dozens of
360-degree
chaotic
perception,
blood-soaked
possession,
tentacles
regeneration,
for strangling
shape-shifting,
people.
wall crawling, webbing,
With
superhuman
a
strength,
single
speed, and
touch,
stamina.
Carnage can infect a person with a portion of his symbiote, controlling or torturing them at his leisure. He has unbelievable regeneration, and even if somebody finds a way to disable his suit, the Carnage symbiote lives inside his bloodstream and can
Duh.
get back out through something as meager as a paper cut.
Oh my god. Does Lucy even have regeneration? I don't think she even does.
Made of eyeballs.
But let's say you're able to.
She doesn't. I don't think so. I never heard anything about that. So I mean,
The eyeball suit. you're still not safe. He will catch you because he can sprout wings and fly.
What the hell? Since when?
Since realizing that shapeshifting is a really useful ability.
So he's able to fly, he's totally aware of everything around him, and he's full of blood? This guy's like a giant mosquito of death.
Wow, I actually got to see this. That cartoon looks pretty awesome.
But that's pretty modest because Venom has shown he can move fast enough to catch up to a bullet after it's fired. And Carnage
Whoa!
is as fast or even faster than him. This puts Carnage
Man.
at 1,500 miles per hour.
Woo.
Over twice the speed of sound.
Ripped in half by a century once traveled through the internet wiring. Through the internet wiring? Both Spider-Man and Venom tanked on it.
1965 locomotive.
Which would put it around 130 tons.
And you know those
And
weird
Deadpool.
tendril things crawling around his body? When he wanted to find a missing journalist in New York, he climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and just stretched them all out over the city.
He found her by this coastline, and this building nearby looks a lot like the consolidated Edison plant between 14th and 15th Street. That's about 2 miles away.
And as a thank you for saving her, she shot Carnage in the head. Well, save your
Good
own
job.
next time, lady.
He was fine. Carnage's durability doesn't come from a sturdy build. Instead, his form is malleable and somewhat fluid.
I'm confused. Is Carnage a villain or an anti-hero?
Somewhere in that massive blood, flesh, and writing.
Or an anti-villain?
But even when he's hit by a train, struck by missiles, or
Leave me that in the comment section if they don't tell me here
just pull
in the
himself
video.
back together.
So long as there's a piece of him still around. Given the size of that blast, it looks like Carnage survived a blast worth 125 tons of TNT.
Woo!
Very impressive. Also,
See-
he once smothered and survived a gene bomb designed to wipe out all of humanity except mutants.
He's even survived being ripped in half and thrown into space. Seriously, what kills this guy?
Well, he
Exactly.
has the same weaknesses as other symbiotes, namely extremely loud noises and heat.
Well, until he traded the sound one for a weakness against some Cthulhu-looking magic.
Carnage has been
The art is on some next level stuff here, though. I will say that. The art is amazing. Ooh, like that art.
Murder, and, you know,
Murder.
more murder.
He seems so badass, though. Like, come on. Like, I need to. I wonder if it's any like specifically Carnage series, but still,
some mysteries.
Lucy's gonna get dominated. I'm sorry. There's
Every day, something
Lucy's awesome too, but
ever closer to destroying
I don't see Lucy
deer. One such
holding a
secret
candle
is
to
the
Carnage.
Dichrono.
Holding a candle.
Big deal.
Woo,
They're just
woo,
crazy,
woo. See, that's what I mean. She can crush their heads in an instant. Instant. I don't know how to snap, by the way, so that's a fail.
Little horns. They look like kitty ears.
To accomplish this, the Dicloni would have to rely on their queen.
Oh, okay, so it's different from the.
Known as Lucy.
Luckily
So there's a
for
difference
everyone,
between the manga and the anime. That's
figured
interesting.
this out and captured her.
You know, I heard about that, but I forgot about that. But I heard about that
Right,
in a
Lucy's
forum.
methods, let's just say
And-
they're not for the faint of heart.
Ooh, ooh, oh man.
Important people were about to get very, very unlucky.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, demolished.
To truly understand,
Oh.
let's take a
Oh
step back.
man.
As an infant, Lucy was abandoned by her parents. And
All that
left
strawberry
to
jelly.
suffer a life
It's
of
popping out everywhere.
transformation.
It was the horns, wasn't it?
Oh, that episode got me so angry. I didn't see the episode, but I'm like I saw the moment. There's some like YouTube messed up moments.
Found a stray
YouTube anime messed up
decided to
moments.
take care of it. That
YouTube
adorable
video.
little
Forget it. You get the
furry
idea.
became best friends.
And the dog
Kids
gets.
from the
Yeah.
orphanage went out and beat it to death. And
I want to see that, man. I hate that. Like, it brings back so many memories, man.
well,
I don't even want to see it.
kill everyone. Go ahead, Lucy. Tear up those little
Exactly. This part of the anime to me was kind of like,
This was the first time Lucy.
it was just so edgy, but
As a Diclonius
it had some realism to it as well, but it had a touch of, not touch, it was very
Oh, but
non-realistic, but it was somehow realistic as well. That moment. Because hold on.
Lucy can use up to
Can extend at least 1 mile wide and fix none of these ones. Interesting,
When she gets
but
really serious, her horns grow and the vectors
still
grow
7
way
feet.
longer. And
How far
She
can
can vibrate her vectors at
can
different
Carnage stretch
frequencies,
out?
and each level of vibration has different effects.
Kinda like that thing that my ex-wife had on the nightstand that I thought was one of those crazy pens.
At low frequencies, her vectors can pass through objects with no effect. At a
The
medium
CGI isn't
frequency,
really
her
too
vectors
bad,
become
actually.
solid, like extendable
The
cables,
CGI
while
actually
still
fits.
completely invisible. These can be used as shields and lift.
Oh, and they're invisible. That
Oh man, if
I forgot
had
about that.
those
They're
things,
invisible.
I'd be messing with people all the time, like tying their shoes from across the room. Also, since this seems to be a thing in this episode, she can fly.
It's not really flying, she's just lifting herself off the ground. With the third frequency, Lucy turns her vectors into invisible blades. These can
That was
cut
also a pretty
through
messed up
metal
moment.
and metal.
And with the last and highest frequency, Lucy
It was
gets
messed up
explosive.
adorable,
Really,
though.
At this level, they finally become visible and can strike with enough force to detonate. Damn, they don't call this chick the queen for nothing.
Unfortunately,
Whoa.
Lucy is not always in control of what she does. Turns out she has developed several alternate personalities.
Yeah, getting shot in the head can do that to you.
That injury specifically created New, a passive, almost childlike persona which exists as a coping mechanism for Lucy's trauma. As New, Lucy would finally find friends, and began forging a path toward hopeless redemption.
Unlike her third personality, the so-called DNA voice, which constantly whispers in her ear that she's got a job to do. Kill them all, Lucy, before they hurt more puppies.
Lucy's
Oh,
fast
boy.
enough to block bullets at point-blank range. And once, she actually saved herself from a bullet after she had already been shot.
Oh, that is
Bullet was traveling
fast.
between her skin and her heart.
It looks like she's getting shot
Wow.
by MP5, which fires bullets at nearly 900 miles per hour.
With her body type, the distance
All right.
between
Well,
Lucy's
again,
skin
the
and heart
analysis
was
is
less
putting
than an inch,
these two
roughly
characters
around
together.
1.8 centimeters.
I
Bullets
mean,
would
in
the distance her vector would have to reach
closer
her back
feats, but I
before the
mean,
bullet hit her heart.
I still think Carnage is gonna win. He's way too diverse, but
100 miles per hour. That's over twice the speed of
well
sound.
done, buddy.
She can throw
Pause in
and
3,
through a guy's
2,
skull,
1, bam.
and even toss this giant boulder.
When compared to this guy, Bando, whom we know is 6 feet tall, we can determine the boulder weighs about 75 tons. Her vectors are also tough enough to block a missile from the Air Force.
Wow.
The exact model of missile is unspecified. It is fairly large and likely an air-to-surface type.
I bet it's one of the Air Force's SLAMs, or standoff land attack missile, built off the back of the Navy's Harpoon.
Survive,
missile.
snap around to the head, caught a bullet in 0.006 seconds. Survive Michael's bomb, toss it in a boulder, block slam, this caused a 9.2 earthquake. Woo! Destroy 2 battleships and
And it didn't even phase her. Even without a vector shield, she survived a pretty nasty explosion herself. Though it did knock her out.
Impressive, but how about the time she punched through an island? A strike
What?
literally compared to nuclear.
Oh
fusion.
my
This
gosh.
kicked up a 100-foot tidal wave and a 9.2 magnitude earthquake.
That is
A level
crazy.
so high, there's
That-
only been 4
no.
comparable quakes ever recorded.
Her vectors can be as wide as buildings and reach into outer space.
Whoa!
That's about when Lucy reaches her limit.
Right. As a Diclonius, Lucy has a few severe weaknesses. Her vectors can be nullified if she's struck in the forehead, or if one of her horns are broken.
Also, if Lucy pushes herself too hard, she starts to melt. Kinda like ice cream out in the Texas sun. It's not
Interesting.
great. She's just a big puddle of goop with a face, but
Hmm.
she's still a total badass.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Melty is.
While suffering
Lucy's
agonizing
epic.
pain, she was capable of single-handedly halting a massive military threat, while healing and protecting the person she loved most. Perhaps redemption
I got
was so
goosebumps.
hopeless after all.
Hey, let's watch her
Crazy
kill some more
goosebumps.
people.
I love Lucy now so much, but I still think this is a really messed up joke right here. But anyway, Lucy, I know she's overpowered now. I thought she was kind of weak before, but now I mean comparably weak to Carnage. But I still don't think she's gonna. I still don't think she's gonna put up even a challenge against Carnage. I still think Carnage is gonna just annihilate her. Because she seems to have the physical advantage over Carnage, you know, where destructive abilities is concerned, but still. Anyway, I'm going to talk over this advertisement, and hopefully it doesn't, you know, begin back with the episode before I'm done talking. But anyways, as I said before, the main point is I don't think Lucy can win this challenge. Lucy, she might have power over Carnage, but she doesn't have diversity, and that's why Jack won against Afro, because of the diversity in his abilities. It wasn't even just raw power, even though he did have raw power over him. Interesting animation style. They've really switched up the animation style. I mean, I'm kind of digging it, and I'm kind of like, but I really like the background. Yo, Carnage is going ham in there. Carnage over there killing people. I knew it. So I guess Carnage is a villain. Woo! You saw the way Lucy just changed just now. Okay, so Lucy got the first hit. Yeah. But I'm sorry, but Carnage is just so cool though. I mean, I'm voting for Lucy. I want Lucy to win, but I don't think she can do it, man. Ooh! Woo! I'm really digging the animation style and the motion and everything like that. Woo! Yo, this is some crazy button mashing action right here, man. Ooh! Wind slash. So those are vectors, and it seems like this year more. Ooh! Combo! But that wasn't a finisher though, because he's got regenerative abilities and she doesn't, and that's the thing to keep in mind. A bullet did get to her, you know, whereas nuclear bombs and stuff, I think he's gonna outdo her in stamina. Because remember, they said that she does have a limit. I'm really worried for Lucy. I really doubt she's gonna win. I really don't want to see Lucy, you know, die in a really bad way though. That's the thing. Like I kind of like Lucy too much. This isn't gonna end good. He can regenerate too fast. There's no way to. I mean, there are ways to defeat him, but still, she doesn't have sound or anything. Oh man, he's going full blow now on her. Oh man. I feel like Lucy is going to do some crazy overpowered attack. Oh. And it's going to seemingly wipe Carnage out, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be enough.
Does it hurt yet?
No.
Don't worry. I'll put you out of your misery.
Woo! It ain't going to work though. He's going to be alive. He's going to be alive. I'm telling you. How much time is left? He's alive. 3 minutes left. He's alive. Oh no! She won! She won! Yo, she won! She won!
And for good reason.
Carnage was a challenging opponent.
She won!
It was incredibly difficult for Lucy to deal any
She
lasting
won!
damage against him.
He had the durability advantage in the bag, though Lucy fighting as a puddle proved she could take a lot of pain and keep on fighting. Sadly, Carnage came up short in pretty much everything else.
Right, Carnage was tough, but not invincible. Even his surviving that gene bomb isn't quite as impressive as it sounds, since he had no other feats to even remotely back up planetary-level durability, and the bomb was more akin to a biological weapon anyway. While Carnage's tendrils could pass speeds of Mach 2, Lucy's vectors once reached into outer space. By timing her accompanying monologue and comparing the longest vector's length to the curvature of the Earth, it's clear she reached over 2,400 miles in 20 seconds.
Oh snap!
Way longer than
Oh
Carnage's
snap!
2-mile feet.
All
Yeah,
of this
right.
means her vectors were moving at least 440,000 miles per
Ooh.
hour. More than 500 times the speed of sound, and 250 times faster than Carnage.
Wow.
Good luck getting past that.
Ooh.
And this was really the biggest hurdle. With Lucy's redonkulous speed and Carnage's healing powers, it all boiled down to one thing. Who could hit the killing blow first? I mean, Carnage could respawn from scraps, so the only way to beat him for good was to totally vaporize.
Yeah,
Lucy
yeah.
had
And
the perfect answer to
she
that.
had the ability to
Remember
do
time
that.
She hit an island so hard she caused a 9.2 magnitude earthquake
Yeah.
and a 100-foot tall tidal wave. Such a feat
Alright.
would require an enormous amount of
So there-
energy. approximately 31,000 tons of TNT,
Wow.
similar to the bomb that hit.
This is a huge plot twist to me.
Compared to nuclear fusion in the Elfen Lied manga.
Elfenlied, it's German.
The point is, in order to beat Carnage for good, Lucy needed to totally obliterate him, and she could do that.
The heat produced within the initial
Boomstick
impact of the
is
nuclear explosion
gonna
reached temperatures up to
come with the pun. I can sense it
180,000
soon.
degrees Fahrenheit, more
But
than 18 times
wow,
hotter than the
like
surface of the sun.
they're going
And to
through.
top it off,
Hold on,
heat was
I want to
Carnage's
listen
biggest
here.
weakness. Even if Lucy's explosive force was just a fraction of this, it would still have been far too much for him.
She just needed to smack him before he could power through her vectors, which chances were pretty slim for that happening anyway, because there's a bunch of them and they're so damn fast. Hitting Carnage with a big explosion punch was way easier.
Cletus and his symbiote may have had the endurance, but Lucy's space-worthy speed, overwhelming presence, and nuclear strength won the day.
She dealt the carnage needed for a total victory and took the lead. There, I said it right, Wiz. Happy?
The winner is
Woo!
Lucy.
Thanks for watching, and if
I'm curious to what's going to be on next time, but before we even get into that, I want to talk about the battle. Before we even get on to what's going to be going on next week, because I'm curious in that too. Let's say next week. Fail. What's going to be going on? Next time they have a death battle. But I don't know whenever that is. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the point is, this was a great battle. At first, when she directly won, I was happy. I mean, beyond belief. I was happy, of course, but I was kind of like, what kind of excuse are they gonna give? That Lucy to win against Carnage? Because from what I've gathered, Carnage was just a lot more diverse in what he could really do with his abilities. And he just went up against such strong opponents, especially as a character from the Marvel world. It just didn't seem like Lucy had even a hint of a chance, even a hint. And I know, how to say this. Screw Attack occasionally, again, you have to keep in mind Screw Attack is a business. And this is not me criticizing this episode or anything like that, but I'm just saying everybody as the viewer should also keep in mind that they are a business, and sometimes they may upgrade a certain character's feats, what they've accomplished, so this way, or even nerf another character's accomplishments, this way that they could sort of change the outcome of a certain battle, and they can, when you think a certain character was going to win in the first place, they throw this huge plot twist, and you don't know what to expect, and this keeps you watching the next couple episodes of the series, because now you don't know who's going to win, you know what I mean? You really just don't know, and I feel like that could be it. It's a possibility for that to be the case in this episode, but I don't know for sure, because I don't know, everything about these two characters. I didn't exactly fully blown, watch Elfenlied. I didn't fully watch it through. Carnage, I mean, everyone knows about Carnage, but not that many people, including myself, even really knew about all of his abilities and all of his feats. I do remember watching, certain episodes of certain series which did have Carnage in them, and just the fact alone that Carnage is from the Marvel universe, and he goes up against Spider-Man and a whole bunch of other overpowered opponents himself, kind of already was enough validation for me that Carnage probably should have been the winner in this match. And again, I'm not angry that Carnage won. By all means, I wanted Lucy to win. I mean, Carnage looked so cool, and Carnage is a super cool character. Character. He is a super cool character, but and again, I love Lucy far more than Carnage. From what I can see here, she just strikes a soft place in the heart. Especially after you said how she protected the one which she loves. They really strike the place in the heart there. But I just don't. Even right now, I know they went through the mathematics, but something gives me the vibe that they probably, maybe numbed the feats of Carnage, while probably, we're overshooting Lucy's abilities. And I'm not saying that's the case, but that's I just kind of get a little vibe of that. But I don't know for sure, so I can't be honest. But what I can say is they did go through in, you know, a quite scientific or analytical explanation of why Lucy would win. And those things usually make it kind of hard to really, you know, disagree with the results. But then again, this is kind of the same situation, you know, with Toph versus Gara, in terms of, you know, we all thought Gara was going to win, except the Avatar fan base, you know, to be honest with you. But even though I still disagree with that today, and there are many reasons why you can disagree with even the analytical part of their video, why they described Toph would win. I mean, for this one, I don't know if that's the same case or not, but still, I'm curious, you know, to see everybody else's opinions in the comment section, which I might actually do right now. Only thing is, I'm watching this from my computer, not really, you know, from the actual YouTube, from the YouTube website. So I'm actually going to go up on the YouTube website right now and check out some of the comments, really quickly right here, and see some of everybody else's critique points on this. It's right here, my recommendations, and things. And there we go. Alright. So this clearly got a lot of likes, a lot more likes than dislikes. I don't know whether that's because it was an actual fight that everybody could agree on, or whether that was because everyone just prefers Lucy over Carnage, because it could go either way. How about Toxin versus Lucy? People are suggesting battles. Knockoff Venom versus edgy anime yandere. That is quite accurate. Knockoff Venom. Oof. Waifu versus Husbando. Yeah. At a certain point, Lucy was just torturing Carnage while he was constantly regenerating. But I want to hear some other people's, you know, analytical takes on this, like everyone else's takes on this. I accept the outcome, but I'm curious on how Lucy would face a stealth attack from Carnage, since she cannot be aware of all the surroundings all the time. The sniper shot is proof of that. Valid point. This, but the sniper is outside of her range of detection. Unless Carnage ambushes her from point blank range, which would be very difficult, she wins. And Carnage isn't a snipe type of character. He is close and personal, therefore it depends. Not only that, but all death battles always start on even footing to make the fight as fair as possible. True. Very true. So I've been racking my brain trying to think of a really good but out there death battle. And one's popped in my head that would legit pay money to see. Jin Ichimara from Bleach versus Anzama Terumi from Blaze Blue. Think about it, they both make silly weapons, they both are nuts, they both smile like someone's dog just died and everyone's. I mean, that is true, but I don't know, I'm not really that interested in that type of a battle. I think that there's a lot of battles that are better than that. Still, I mean, like one would be like, you know, Spike versus Mugen. I feel like that. I mean, I don't know if it's probably been, you know, recommended for a long time, I would imagine. So basic. This fight was unfair as literally putting an expert hand-to-hand combat killing machine against a technically telekinesis type fighter. The hell's that? I mean, yeah. I get your point. But again, as someone replied, Carnage is more durable. Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the main things that kind of was like, that made this such a plot twist that Lucy won. Again, they went into why she won, and you know, her strength and her speed, oh man, her speed is, whoo, that is some crazy speed. I'd never expected Lucy to, in the slightest have, in the slightest. I mean, never would I expect Lucy to be like that. Again, I'm proud and I'm happy, but it's a plot twist how strong she is, or at least how strong they made her seem. But yeah, it was a great episode, to be honest with you. I'm really curious to see other people's reactions now, because, you know, as a reactor myself, I still love to watch other people's reactions. So I mean, I'm curious to see other people's opinions on this, who maybe know more about, you know, Elfen Lied than even I do, or know more about Carnage. And I'm just curious to see other people's preferences, you know, Lucy over Carnage. And the main reason why I'm curious is because I want to see other people's reactions to Lucy. I don't know, but like whenever I see you know, a death battle, I always love to the two main things that keeps me loving death battle is, one, when they go over there, I love to see, I get, in a certain sense, you get to see Boomstick and I forget the other guy's name, oh my gosh, but you get to see both of their in a certain sense, opinions of these characters and their backstories. And in a way, it's kind of like them giving an indirect review of these stories, or these animes, or these mangas, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, or these comics, whatever. So that's the number one thing that keeps me, you know, fully blown interested in death battle. The second aspect, and again, both these things that I'm mentioning, I actually enjoy even more than the fight itself. The second thing is getting to see other people react to it and getting to see other people's opinions, in the moment opinions, and, you know, after opinions on these characters and their backstories, and, you know, how their opinions of the character maybe have changed, or how they've kind of been brought to a new character. An example of that would be like Guts versus Nightmare. You know, when I saw that a while ago, that was like, I was just so happy that they were giving shine to Guts, and they gave shine to Guts in a good way. At least from my eyes, they gave Guts a lot of credit where credit was due, and credit is so due on Guts, and they just did his character perfectly, in my personal opinion. And then this battle, I feel like they also portrayed, I'm not talking about strength-wise, I'm talking about how cool Lucy is the character, and how this is a series not really for kids. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I really like how they portrayed Lucy here and everything like that. So I'm curious to see other people's opinions where Lucy is concerned, and also Carnage as well, but mostly Lucy. Yeah, great battle. Two pretty strong characters. I have to say. And now we're gonna see what battle is going to be coming up next. So, because I took off the episode, I'm telling me I gotta bring the episode back up, and you guys won't be, you know, watching along with me on this part, but I'm just going to see what battle's coming up next. So this battle we're gonna have Transformers, Megatron, Optimus Prime versus Gundam. Ooh. Interesting. I never actually got into Gundam, or oh my gosh, I might get a lot of flack for this, but I never really got into Transformers either that much. Although I do remember what they were showing just now. I do remember as like a little peanut, you know, watching Transformers. So I do remember seeing. I forgot what it was. Was it simply called Transformers? I don't even remember, but I do remember watching that Transformer that they just showed as a little peanut. Gundam, I never really got into Gundam. I probably should, but for me, mecha anime is just, I'm not that interested in mecha anime. Mecha anime, for some reason, and I know a lot of people aren't into mecha anime. You know, it's probably even cliche to say, you know, that I'm a mega anime fan, but I'm not into mecha anime. It's probably really cliche itself. It's not a bad thing. You know, no one can really, you know, you could crucify me for my own opinion, but it won't make you really look good, you know, in that sense. But mecha anime just doesn't really sell it for me, and that's probably also why, you know, I never really got into Transformers either, or even Power Rangers, as a matter of fact. But mecha really, it's not that interesting to me. But I am interested to see who would win between Optimus Prime and Gundam. So that's quite it's an interesting battle. I'm still waiting for the day that they show Spike versus Mugen, because I would love to see that. But I mean, or the day that maybe Guts comes back to, like, you know, another death battle. That would be so epic as well. But yeah, great episode. That's pretty much all I can really say. Because if I try to say, oh, their analysis was was great and everything like that. I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of like, you're kind of brown nosing at points. I don't want to, you know, do that. So I'm not gonna go, you know, brag about, oh, the analysis was perfectly explained and everything like that, and about all the positives of the video, because that's all self-explanatory. So I might as well just end the video here. Anyway, everybody, take it easy, stay awesome, and stay positive. Peace.